Hello, it's Courtland with more insights for your personal development and self-understanding. These are tools and techniques that you can use in order to create for yourself a meaningful and fulfilling life. How do you handle it when things don't go the way you think they should? I'm certain you've had those moments where it was all planned out. You knew exactly what you were going to do and how you were going to handle it. Perhaps there was even excitement about the outcome that you were going to get as things fell into place and moved according to the plan that you had identified or laid out. And then something happened. Something unexpected happened. Perhaps it was a pandemic where you thought about what it would be like to and how loud you were going to yell when your son or daughter walked across the stage. Or you had planned that trip. Finally, it was time for you to take the vacation that you had been planning for and saving for. And then everything gets turned on its end. And so now what? What do you do? How do you handle it when things don't go the way you had planned? Well, it turns out that there are some keys for this that perhaps won't make the sting of it go away. However, it will certainly position you for movement and perhaps get you from that place of being stuck. I'm thinking about business owners who had finally got to the place where they were ready to open the business that they had always dreamed of. And just a week after opening, they were ordered to close. And then there are those who were just simply ready to relax a bit, perhaps into retirement, and then find out that they're ordered to stay home. What I'm getting at is that no one is exonerated from being met with the unexpected. There is no class that is being taught, no book that you can read. There's not an audio that you can listen to where you can skip that class on how to handle the unexpected. But there are for sure a few things that you can do that waste your time. And there is a particular mindset that is the language and the mindset of the resilient and the champion. Some people, when things don't go the way they thought it should go, the first thing they look to do is to blame someone else. Well, this is not happening, or it happened this way, and it's your fault or this person's fault. They look to blame someone else when things don't go the way they thought it should. And then if blame doesn't work, sometimes people, after running out of people to blame, they turn it on themselves. And now they're really self-critical and they're beating themselves up, shaming themselves essentially for not being more prepared. I should have done this. I should be in better position. I should have saved more. I should have took the trip last year. And so what happens is, by beating themselves up enough, they shame themselves into inaction. So when blame doesn't work, then they can move to shame of themselves. And when shaming finally is exhausted and they're tired of the shaming, they look out and can easily move into the place of justification. Well, it's not just me. I'm not as bad off as someone else. Well, at least I don't have it, that terrible. And so they look to justify their position, but they're still not in motion. They're still not taking action. And so my question to you is, of those three, blame, shame, and justification, of those three, which is going to support you in furthering your development? Which is going to get you unstuck? Which of those three is going to grow your business? Which of those three, blame, shame, justification, will support you in innovation, will help you generate new ideas, Blame, shame, justification. Which of those is going to expand your relationship, grow your health? The answer is neither. Neither blame, shame, or justification will move you forward. So then, why spend the time there? Why spend any time in the places of blame, shame, or justification? One of my mentors several years back, he said, those three are below the line. Blame, shame, and justification. He said, so if you want to save time, if you want to save energy, if you want to grow when it seems that no one else around you is, you've got to stay above the line. And above the line is the idea or the principle of responsible. And responsible not from a place of it's my fault or I'm the reason that it happened. But responsible does say that, well, no matter where I've been and no matter what I've been through, what comes next is up to me. Highly successful people, people like you, people who will actually stop, pause, and give attention to a message such as this, are those who are looking for ways to grow, ways to expand, ways to be better, ways to contribute and influence positively the lives of other people. And those individuals, it has been my experience, are those who are always looking to operate from a place of responsible. Responsible meaning that no matter where I've been, no matter what I've been through, no matter what I've had to deal with, no matter what adversity or challenge I'm faced with, what comes next is up to me. As we've said in previous lessons, what makes you human is your ability to think independent of your current reality. And as far as we know, only human beings can do that. Only human beings can be in, the middle of a pandemic, innovating and thinking of what's next and how can I take leadership in the new normal. Only human beings have the ability to think independent of what's going on right now, and through resilience, determination, and especially now collaboration, create something wholly new and different. And that's who you are. It is important to understand in these difficult times that the innovation and the creation and the development of something new is not reserved for just a few people. There is no esoteric being that sits high and looks low and determines, okay, this person gets to thrive and that person will get to struggle. That's not how it works. What you've got to know is that it is within you to bring something forward that contributes to the world, that the world will be thankful to you for. And so what is that idea that perhaps you're sitting on, waiting for the perfect time, when the truth is that every moment can be the moment that things positively shift and change, because in that moment, you can decide that there will be no turning back for you. And so practice today and the rest of this week. No conversations, got it? No conversations. Either you're participating in or listening to, which means you may not listen to a lot of the news. But no conversations will you participate in where there's blame, shame, and justification. Only allow yourself to entertain conversations with people and with yourself, internal dialogue, from the place of responsible. That what comes next is up to me. Some of you are familiar with the statement, if it's to be, it's up to me. Right? And never has that been more true than right now. So thank you for listening. I appreciate your time and attention. I value your time and attention, and I promise to only share content that I believe is of value and will support you. And so if you got value today, don't keep it a secret. Let someone know about it. And we look forward to sharing with you again soon.